problem. So then we continue. Number 4, Kiddush and food before Shabbos morning meal. So Kiddush is it's a second example, as we said, second exception. Second exception of this link, right? So one is a Bracha link that goes from before the meal and after the meal, and second is a Kiddush link. So Kiddush link, as we said, I think it was last time, we said without this Kiddush, a person is not allowed to eat. So it's as simple as it is. So in this case, he would need to make in this case, he would need to make this blessing for wine, right? So, and since it is needed for the chamotzi, so this blessing for wine is actually needed for it's actually connected to the whole meal, and that's it. So you would not need to say after blessing on this wine. Okay, Birchas Hamazon would cover it. Okay, so number 4, Kiddush and food before Shabbos morning meal. We have learned in paragraph C1 that since one must make Kiddush in conjunction with his meal, and the wine is considered part of the meal, right? So that's very simple, as we just explained, and is exempt from Bracha Achrana, Kiddush link. So they call it, I mean, maybe he made up this phrase, but okay, well, whoever did it, it doesn't matter. We understand, Kiddush link. Many poskim are of the opinion that all other foods eaten at the table between the Kiddush and the meal are also considered part of the meal and are exempt from respective Bracha Achrana. I need to read it again. Many poskim are of the opinion that all other foods eaten at the table between Kiddush and the meal are also considered part of the meal, and also exempt from their respective Bracha Achrana. For example, before starting the meal, one made Kiddush and ate some cake, a piece of gefilte fish, and some kugel. He should not make any brachas, any Bracha Achrana, as these foods will be covered by Birchas Hamazon. I know that's for me it's a little too much, but let's continue reading. This exemption applies only in cases where Kiddush is made at the Shabbos table, and at the time he made Kiddush, he was planning to subsequently eat the meal. So commentary says, if one makes Kiddush in a shul or ate in a friend's house and is not planning to eat meal there, it is not considered to be part of the same meal. See next application. Okay, so here's what what the author is saying. Person make Kiddush, drink wine. So as we understand, and we spoke about it before, wine is covered by Birchas Hamazon, no problem. Okay, and it's actually exclude all of the wine, subsequent wine that he's going to drink from its respective blessing. That's no problem. That's understandable. What is the problem is here? I'm not sure if it's problem, but what the question is here, that okay, he made the Kiddush and he ate some cake, because we learned in our Shabbos class that after you made Kiddush, you must eat in a place when you make Kiddush. So he ate some cake. So after the fact, even though we require bread, he ate cake. Okay, no problem. But he did not eat only cake, but he ate fish and cake and whatever other things, right? Along with it, and all of this is before the meal. But since he was eating after the Kiddush, which is part of the first step of the meal, and he ate all of these beautiful things before the Kiddush, before the meal. So they included. They're going to be covered by Birchas Hamazon. So don't make Bracha Achrana on these things. We'll cover by Birchas Hamazon. Okay. So let's continue reading. Okay, this exemption applies only in cases where the Kiddush is made on Shabbos table. So again, as we said, in order for Kiddush over the wine to be counted as something, you have to eat at the location where you make Kiddush. So you cannot go to another location, right? So he drank this wine and he ate all of these appetizers or whatever you want to call them before the meal, and a meal is going to be in the same place. So in this case, it's going to be covered by Berachos Hamazon. There is no problem. That's what we just said. Okay. So, but if he ate somewhere else, let's say in a shul, and planning to go home to eat meal, there is no connection whatsoever. Okay. So continue. Regarding Havdalah wine, shortly before Milava Malka, on meal, see footnote AA. So what is the situation? So person, okay, so person is making, so he's, I think it's very practical, very practical. So at the end of the Shabbos, we must make a Havdalah. So Havdalah is separation, right? With the wine, with Bisumim, this whatever, like nice smelling things, with a fire, with a candle, special candle. So now when we drink wine, and then we have another mitzvah, Milava Malka. At Milava Malka, it's also appropriate to drink wine. So what the author is saying, and it's very, very possible, like everybody got together, so now we're going to eat the Milava Malka, everybody came to my house, okay, so let's do Havdalah, and right after Havdalah, we're going to sit down and eat. Going to go to wash and sit down to it. So, and of course, we're planning to drink some wine. Not of course, but most of the time, a little. Not a lot, of course, nobody's going to drink a lot, but just a little wine. So the question is, can I, when I'm making Havdalah, can I have in mind that this wine, that this blessing on Havdalah also should be applied to the wine drink that drank over my Milava Malka meal? So of course it is possible, but let's see. There is a difference of the opinion among the Rishonim with regard to whether the wine used for Havdalah, made immediately before the meal, is considered part of the meal. Okay, not everybody agree. Let's see. According to many poskim, the Kiddush link and the appetizers link may not apply. I'm not sure why they're saying that, because we said Kiddush link is something like, we said that the definition of Kiddush link is I cannot start eating before I'm making Kiddush. Same is here, the way I see it. I mean, we're going to continue reading and explain, but same is here. I'm not allowed to eat unless I do Havdalah. So it's a direct link, I think. But not everybody agrees, so let's see what is the rationale, if he's going to explain, I'm not sure. According to many paskim, the Kiddush link, so he said an appetizer's link, are not applicable. And use of Bracha link is questionable. To avoid all halakhic uncertainties, it is suggested that one make Havdalah before preparing to eat the Milava Malka meal, and have intention not to exempt wine, which might be served during the meal. After Havdalah, he should make ala gefen. A separate bracha will be required. Should he choose to drink wine at the subsequent Milava Malka meal. Okay, so as always, they offer us the middle road opinion, right? So since some Chachamim say yeah, there is a link, some Chachamim say no, the link is questionable. So what would we do? Right, so we make Havdalah and we do not start preparing for Milava Malka. Okay, maybe for sure we're going to it, but I don't know when. You understand? No preparation. So in this case, when he makes this blessing plus, right, one condition, no planning on eating Milava Malka. Second condition, we want to include only wine that we drank during Havdalah, no other wine. So in this case, yeah, he must say Ala Gefen, the blessing after the wine, and he would be required to say. And the third condition: don't plan specifically that you're going to drink wine during Belava Malcolm. And maybe yes, maybe no. For example, I don't always, like sometimes I drink some, but most of the time I don't drink. Okay, sometimes okay, for whatever reason, right? So. So if you don't plan to drink more wine, so for sure, so all of these three conditions, and you can make a blessing after the wine, before the Melava Malka. Situation number 5, scenario number 5, Kiddush in a shul. If one makes Kiddush in a location other than where he will be eating Shabbos meal, for example in a shul or its friend's house, he should make the appropriate Bracha Achrana before leaving that location. Okay, I'm not sure if they tell everybody. I mean, some people know, some people do not know. So, and they come to the shul, and sometimes in the shul they make Kiddush. Rabbi may make Kiddush. They give a little wine to everybody, which is not enough to cover anything, and they do not eat or eat wrong food. Right, wrong food meaning they don't eat mizonos, they do eat bread. So, and they not planning to eat the meal or planning to eat the meal at home, different location. So basically, it's not considered to be Kiddush, right? So continue. Commentary. The poskim say that one should not leave the location where he ate before saying appropriate bracha achrona, in order to avoid possibility of forgetting to recite bracha achrona entirely. Right? So we said. So, the most famous question: how long you have, how long time you have after you ate to say bracha achrona? So the answer is do it now. Like don't wait, don't count all the lenient opinions. So don't leave, don't move from your place to finish eating. Say bracha achrona right now, right? So they say before you leave from that location, wherever your friend's house, shul, you must say bracha achrona. Yeah, go ahead. Question. Okay. Anyway, have a question, or you did not mute your microphone? Could you please mute your microphone? Okay. So continue. Also, to avoid the possibility of being delayed beyond the time limit within which bracha achrona be said. See, this halacha is discussed in chapter 9, section G. So we discussed it. So basically, and plus there is a time limit when you can say after blessing. So meaning what? You finish eating, you finish drinking, say blessing right then.